All right, guys, good morning. Good morning. Welcome to our morning note. I'm just checking on some messages I had from some of our guys. Okay. All right. Just asking a question of my staff. Good morning, guys. Welcome to the morning note. It is Wednesday, November 17th, 2021. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of G.A.R Capital. Thank you so much for joining me today and every morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here on our YouTube channel. Before we begin, bottom right-hand corner of your screen, little white logo, click on that, turn on notifications, subscribe to our channel, like our videos, comment your questions. Really do appreciate it as always. How about that Qualcomm, huh? That Qualcomm freebie sword. Real quick, I'll show you. Man, I didn't hold it. I don't care. I mean, it's all good, but man, that was big. Remember, we had the 170 calls. That thing is at 181 now. So congratulations if you got it. That's amazing. I love when you guys do well. This is why we do freebies, to help you guys out, even if you're not members. I get a lot of questions daily. When is the next one? When is the next one? I always say the same thing. Turn on notifications and you won't miss it. I sent out a note on Twitter and Instagram about AMD. If you were smart, you looked what I was looking at and you caught it. So obviously our members got it. They're having a great week. Not much else going on so far. Let's take a look at the futures. Dow futures down 53. NASDAQ is actually green, up 5. S&P down 0.08%, pretty flat. Small caps still taking a hit, down 0.37%, 23.95. Crude oil is below 80 at 79.08, down 0.82%. Gold is up 0.58% at 1864 an ounce. 25.15 for silver futures, up 0.85%. The U.S. 10-year 1.642%. The dollar is green, 95.96. The VIX is slightly green at 1644.43%. Euro dollar is down 14 pips, 113.03. 114.74, down 9 pips for the dollar yen. That's for my Forex people. Crypto starting to bounce a little bit. Again, we're pretty much we hit a correction territory, basically bouncing off the support here around 58,000 on Bitcoin. We're at 60,345, 4,243 on Ethereum. If we look at the chart here, you could see basically just hitting that support right around 58,000, let's call it. I expect us to bounce over the weekend and continue to run. I do expect us to break all-time highs of 69,025. Again, 90,000 by the end of the month, 80,000 by the end of the month isn't out of the realm of reality. We're only in November 17th. The month has gone by quickly, but again, I expect Bitcoin and crypto to continue to go. If we go and take a look at my portfolio, everyone likes looking at my crypto portfolio. Cool. Yesterday alone, I think in crypto, unrealized losses was right around 20 grand because of all crypto. So again, right now I'm down about 1,900 for the day. Has anything really changed in my mentality about crypto or anything? No, it's the same thing. I said the same thing in May when we dropped and all that stuff. Nothing has really changed. So if you're holding, you're holding. If you're looking for an excuse to sell, well, there you go. There's your excuse. All right, so let's take a look at some of the pre-market movers. Rivian is down 8.42% pre-market. Progenity is up 20% pre-market. Naked Brand down 1.35%. All these other names, Canberra Energy is a penny stock, up 20%. Lucid Group is slightly green this morning, I believe, after earnings. Disney's up slightly. Apple's up slightly. Visa's down 3.22%. I believe there was some UK news with Amazon and Visa. Boeing up 1.59% this morning. I'm a shareholder of it. Microsoft slightly green. We had the 340s yesterday, and we closed it for some profit. So great job. Chevron's down 1.73%. Target down 4.88% off strong earnings. PayPal down 2.42%. I think below 200 is a good deal to buy some more. NVIDIA up 0.49%. They report earnings today after the bell. And on the NASDAQ, Tesla's up 0.60%. Peloton had a big day yesterday. They're down 3.88% this morning. AMD we caught yesterday, obviously. It's down 0.36%. Baidu also reported earnings. They're up 1.68%. Qualcomm, after yesterday's big move, is down 0.45%. So for the most part, guys, not much going on. We're 6 for 6 so far this week, which is nice to see. But again, at the end of the day, you really don't want to add more chips after a great week. So again, a lot of yesterday was a nice bull market. The bull move, yes, the day before was pretty flat. Today, kind of the same. I wouldn't expect much. So for today, When I'm looking at, obviously, semiconductors, but I wouldn't trade anything ahead of the report for NVIDIA. That's a big report. They're a big part of the S&P now since they've gained so much. Remember, that was one of our top 10 stocks of 2021, NVIDIA. If you bought some, you're up like 130% for the year or 120%. We're happy shareholders. So again, great job. I did a quick view of our top 10 stocks. I believe 3 of them are up double digits. 2 of them are up triple digits. 1 is red, DraftKings, and 1 is flat, THCX. Other than that, everything else has been green. So a pretty good pick for 2021 on the top 10 of 2021. The top 10 of 2022 will be coming soon. I know everyone loves that podcast and they love the top 10. But again, that will be coming soon. A lot of great stuff, man. I can't believe we're going to the end of the year. What a great year so far all around in terms of just you guys joining me, the markets and everything. It's been an absolute fun journey. I can't wait to continue 2022. So that's coming up next, top 10 stocks of 2022. I'm going to go and put a poll today and see if you guys really enjoyed that report that I did, the podcast regarding why we're still bullish. And if you do like it, then we can do the headwinds report on what are some of the risk factors that could hold back this bull market. Again, there's always 2 sides to the coin, right? So we want to make sure that we give you all the information. But again, we're still bullish. Nothing has changed. I'm still bullish. Nothing has changed. I had a really interesting conversation with my staff last night. And we were talking about inflation, obviously. Me and my guys and our team, we just talk every day about the markets. It's just how we are. So there was one little thing that I talked about in terms of the market and economics. And their team was talking about inflation. Long term, do you know what I'm worried about? Deflation. 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 I'm actually worried about deflation for 10 years moving forward. And there's a reason why. And I haven't really divulged it in public, but I will now. I do believe, honestly, in 10, 15 years, the metaverse, yes, the metaverse, virtual world, virtual reality, avatars and all that stuff will change our culture and change our lives in terms of commerce, economics, inflation, deflation, and it's really going to be a game changer. I really do believe that. I think the things that we look at now in terms of what does well will be flipped on its head. Now, again, that's another thesis. Maybe that's a different podcast. Maybe that's a different report. If you're interested in my thesis in terms of the metaverse and the future of our economy 10 years from now, feel free to leave a comment below. It would be a great podcast to talk about. And let me know. I mean, it was really fun to talk about it with our staff. And they were very interested. They're like, wow, that makes a lot of sense. So again, if you are interested in that subject of the podcast, please leave a comment on this video and say metaverse. Just say the word metaverse. Just comment that word and I'll know you guys are interested. So again, other than that, that's where we are this morning. Let's answer some questions. Good morning. Roblox puts, it's flushing from all-time highs. Let's take a look at it. The word flushing, no. I would say the only thing here is that 110 is that support that may be coming to. If it does, I had someone ask on Instagram about it, about Roblox calls, and I said just wait to see if you can break above 117, and then you could target 120. Yes, 110 could definitely be in focus. It is down about less than $1 pre-market. I own Roblox stock. I'm going to keep owning it. I like it long term. So I wouldn't trade it today unless you get above 117 or below 111, 112, I would say. That's your best bet. Let's see. What stocks are you watching for today? There's not much going on. I'm looking at Amazon for the most part, but there's not much going on in terms of pre-market movement. So I really don't want to add risk on the table when we have had an amazing week so far. And we're coming into the holiday week next week with Thanksgiving. So just keep that in mind. Also, XOM puts 160 level for January or February. I don't agree with that sentiment. I think crude still has more room to go. I still believe $100 a barrel is still coming, so I wouldn't want to do puts, long-term puts on XOM. Thoughts on a bounce on Disney? I love Disney. I really do. Again, I have an alert to buy some more right at 157.47. If we can get there, I'll buy some more Mickey Mouse and go from there. I may just buy some more today, even if I don't get around 157.47. Let's see if I can pull something off, but I do love Disney. I think Disney is an amazing company, and they're more than just a streaming company. They're not just a Netflix, and I think that's where people are pricing in. So I like Disney here for a bounce, but I wouldn't not buy calls yet. in order to buy calls, you need to start getting above at least 163, 164, and then you could play the gap fill to 173, if that. But again, Disney's not a big mover. As you can see here on this chart, has been just basically sideways. But again, an opportunity here, 157.47, 158 is a good level to buy Disney here, technically speaking, on a daily. So NVIDIA reports today, I would not touch it. That's all you need to know. G.A.R FB partnership with Universe. I don't know much about them. I'd have to do a little more research. What are you seeing on the DXY? The dollar index right now, the next resistance is right at 96.09. If we go ahead and expand that a little more, you could see based on here, 96.09 is next, and after that is 97.71. So again, starting to move. This hurts tech. This hurts not mega cap tech, but kind of the mid-range tech, because the dollar, or any kind of company that does business overseas, a global company, they're going to get hurt with the dollar. So again, 97.71 is a huge level, but again, 96.09, we seem to be rejecting that. Let's see if we hold that so far. The podcast is great. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. What are your thoughts on PayPal? I love PayPal. Again, I would love to add some more. I have an alert right at 183.54. I think it's an amazing company and a profitable company. I'm a buyer at 183.54. I already own shares, so again, I would love to buy more. Thank you. Podcast was great, point and clear. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thoughts on Uber? I do own some Uber. I don't own tons, but I do own some. Let's go ahead and break out the daily here. If you're looking to buy some, I think below 40 is a decent level. 38 is fine, but until here, you don't do anything. It's just ranging on the daily. Thoughts on Roblox calls? Again, we need to see exactly where Roblox does today. A break of 117 would be worth it for some calls, possibly the 120s. A break below here at 112, then I would do the 110 puts. So again, kind of put an alert at 112.08 and then 117 for calls to the upside, possibly the 120s, maybe for next week, depending on volume. Roblox put sounds more reasonable. It seems overheated. Well, again, it's not about just what sounds better. Again, we just have to go by technicals. So again, that's really all you can do. They already did their earnings report, so there's not really much news else. Metaverse, yes, but make sure to comment on the video, not on the live chat, so I can actually keep a good account of it. The Matrix. There you go. Good morning, Carlos. From the chart, where do you think the bottom is for DraftKings? Now, DraftKings is the one stock in our top 10 of 2021 that is red. I still love it long term. So again, I have an alert right at 35.32. I think DraftKings still is just getting beaten down here, and that's fine. I'm okay with just buying more shares. 35.32. I am a buyer. I will add more there. But again, this is a longer term deal, just like cannabis stocks, just like Bitcoin in itself. All of this is long term. I know, if you don't get 400% in a day, it's not worth it, right? Most people say. Well, that's not really the case. Thoughts on AMD and Apple continuation? Apple is interesting. AMD I would not touch because of NVIDIA. But Apple is interesting. I'll tell you why. Again, I've been burned a couple times on Apple the last couple of weeks. So again, I'm a little pissed at Apple for being crappy PA. So let's go ahead and bring up the 1 hour. We could see it. I have an alert at 152.50. That's been the level that I've been waiting for. It has not broken. That's the problem. But again, you could see if we're going through a downward angle here, you could see our downward descending triangle. We're starting to break above that. So again, it could be interesting if we start doing the drawings. You could see it here. This is on a daily. You go from the highest point, and we go from the axis, and you can start seeing that we're starting to come back down, starting to break out a little bit. So you could see, again, once we break 152.50, that tells me a lot. I would target the 155 calls on Apple, but again, we need to wait on it and see if we get the break. Until then, I would not touch it. Well, Qualcomm for a handoff recently, a recent cup. Well, again, Qualcomm has been an absolute monster. Again, the saying goes, you can shear a sheep many times, but only skin him once. Again, all your hard work can be gone in a blink of an eye. Don't get greedy here. The saying, bears and bulls, they get fed, hogs get slaughtered. So be careful here. Again, it's been an amazing run-up. It's a breakout, sure, but would I chase it here? I would not. I'd be very careful. I would be expecting some consolidation here around 180, 178 level, maybe 175, which is going to nuke your premiums anyway. So unless you want to give money away, I suggest to give it to charity instead of buying Qualcomm calls, to be honest with you. But looking at it here, it's a breakout across the board. I know we were talking about the cup and handle formation, sure. Again, but it's a lot of momentum. So again, I'd just be very careful here. Let's see, Amazon to the moon. I do own some Amazon, yes. Amazon does need to break above 3601. That would be nice, but 3554 has been that kind of line of demarcation there. And as long as it stays above it, we should be going to continue to the upside. Again, Target had some great numbers. Walmart had some great numbers. So retail's doing well. Not many inventory issues in terms of, supply chain. Target just reported with their CEO saying they got plenty of inventory for Christmas. This is a good thing. We talked about this on the podcast. Make sure to take a look at it. Consumer spending, retail sales yesterday. These are really good news, guys. It's really, really good stuff. I know a lot of people say I'm just always bullish. I just read exactly what I see and I analyze it. That's basically all I do. I mean, if it's bearish, guys, I'll be real with you. If it's bullish, I'll be real with you. But at the end of the day, it's bullish. Roku thoughts. I love Roku. They were just downgraded today, hence why they're down. Roku's been one of my bigger winners. 255.90 break. I will buy some more of some Roku. IWM levels for calls. IWM here on the daily. Again, it's still above the breakout level. But again, you need to get above around 240, 242 before you make it happen and maybe target 245. How much of a move are you expecting BABA after earnings report? It's hard to predict, man. I have no idea. There'd be complete guess. So I really can't tell you what they could do. I don't have inside information. Would I risk my money knowing that? No. But I do own shares. Below 130, I'm buying more. Above 171, then I can start targeting 175 calls, 180 calls. So again, BABA could be interesting. There is a gap to fill in the upside on the daily. So we'll go ahead and rest of the year bullish. I expect us, I have a 5,000 price target on S&P. Shoot, man, I wouldn't be surprised if we get that by the end of the year. I honestly believe that. We're right at 4,700. The S&P 300 handles is not out of the realm of reality in the next 6 weeks. But I would say around 4,800, 4,850 sounds about right. So we'll go ahead and leave it there. Have a great rest of your day, guys. GARCapitalFX.com is the website. No morning note tomorrow. I have to go to the airport and pick up Kevin and Nick. Can't wait to see them and hang out with them. It's been a while. And we'll leave it at that. Friday, I'm not sure if I'll do a morning note since I will have my laptop with me. But again, I'll be doing it from the hotel. I don't know how their internet connection is at the hotel. So let me go ahead and take it and see if I can do a morning note on Friday. Monday, I cannot. There will not be a morning note. I have to come back home and check out. So again, let me see if I can get you guys one on Friday and go from there. Have a great rest of your day, guys. GARCapitalFX.com is the website. Black Friday deal coming soon. Again, that will be coming out either this weekend or Monday. Some really, really big things are coming out. So awesome, awesome. I know you guys are really clamoring for it. So again, if you're interested in that metaverse thesis, please go ahead and comment below. Comment, not on the chat. Comment on the video. So I know you guys want that podcast. It should be a fun one. And we'll leave it there. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Cheers.